question was, what kind of Detroit City team were we going to see tonight? Was it the team that, let's just say the team that did not show up in Pittsburgh a couple weeks back in their worst performance of Detroit City history? Was it the team that showed some fire, showed some fight in a 3-2 victory over the Phoenix Rising, where Phoenix blew a 2-0 lead? Would it be the team that showed up against Hartford last week, that fought back from a two deficits to end up pushing that match in the stoppage time and end up winning on penalty kicks? Or, well, let's go to the highlights and figure this one out, folks. Kind of a cool day over at the Coliseum. Danny Dichio in his hoodie, as it was 62 degrees at kickoff there. But fast forward to the 55th minute of play. Panos Amanakis. He has not scored a goal in over a year. Puts one past Carlos Herrera to give the Oakland Roots a 1-0 advantage. And with said 1-0 advantage came a little bit of, well, let's say it, as we go to the 85th minute, a little bit of shithousery. Oakland trying to figure out who's going to, kick the ball, who's going to pay for what for dinner, where they're going afterwards, following the game. I'm sure there's a couple of establishments there in the Oakland area. It's not a dying town as people say it is, but it would lead up to eventually, after all this shenanigans were happening, a Marcelo Polisi own goal. What do you have to say? Detroit City would lose this one tonight. Carlos Herrera is beside himself. Matt Sheldon doesn't know what the hell's going on. Detroit City lose by a score of 2-0 to the Oakland Roots. Only one shot on target tonight, and that was Alex Villanueva getting a shot in stoppage time that went right to the keeper. Needless to say, this is probably the worst performance that I personally have seen all year long for Detroit City FC. And I wasn't privy to the Pittsburgh game. I was at the Legacy Center the day of the Pittsburgh game and the women's match over at Keyworth. So I didn't see what exactly went on. But we knew about the whole video that came out after the Pittsburgh match, in which Danny Dichio explained how they have too many passengers right now. Again tonight, they had too many passengers out there. What players stepped up? I didn't see Darren Smith step up. I didn't see Atis Juve step up. I didn't see Ryan Williams step up. I didn't see hardly any offense at all. They had 4 shots right, 1 on target, and the only guy that had a shot on target was their defender. It's fucking embarrassing. I understand, okay, Stephen Carroll was out of the match tonight, so was Reese Williams. We know about Carroll's situation. He's probably going to go in for a scope in the next few days. So his time is going to be a little bit limited for the next time. But the team that we saw out there tonight on the pitch in Oakland, it was an embarrassment. There was no life out there. There was no urgency out there. There was no intensity out there. And Oakland really wasn't doing much of anything. Their first shot on the game was Armanakis' banger from outside the box above the circle. And that was all. I mean, that was their only shot on target. The other shot that they had was Polisi's own goal. Yeah, that was it. That was the only other shot they had the whole entire night. Embarrassing.
It's fucking embarrassing.
Embarrassing performance tonight by Detroit City FC. And I would say my personal worst match I've watched all year long. And I mean, there's nothing that really can be said positive about this match tonight. I mean, it was just disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Downright disgusting. No other better way to go to the segue to Around the Sea and check out whatever matches that took place throughout the week, starting on Wednesday. But let's do it. Let's go around the sea.
Pays homage to a famed meteor shower in Alabama, seen in Alabama, didn't hit Alabama. Through for Myers. Myers caught up to it, splayed aside by Van Oekel.
So with the USU 17's Guimaraes, he turns the corner, tries to cut this back, Dunbar saved! Rebound was loose! It had to be taken on the first time.
Down the stretch, had 5 goals and 7 starts for the Riverhounds. Given away again at the back by New Mexico. Griffin, Augie Williams saved, loose in front, put home! Robbie Mertz pounces to the loose ball. Riverhounds go on top.
For his senior year. Adams. Perez. Saddling, firing. Oh! Philip Goodrum! How in the world did he do that?
In the Copa Tejas. That spills away. Wahabakwe knocked off the ball. Dangerous and in for the goal. It's just that easy. Juan Agudelo, on a dreadful mishap at the back, makes El Paso pay.
Wiley, great ball for Cicerone. Cicerone to his right. Cicerone tees it up and scores again for Sacramento Republic. Some second half insurance for Neil Collins' side. And Sacramento Republic have doubled their advantage.
Freedom. Aveyevu has to wait up. A little bit of a collision. Albidense. Chance potentially for Lexington. Adito-kun. Right-footed shot! 1-0 Lexington. Michael Adito-kun.
And that was the Monterey Bay draw we had referenced earlier. So if they're going to change the narrative, things like this could help. Oh, and that's a marvelous finish. That'll do the trick. That's a fantastic goal from Noah Fuson. Rhode Island are right back in it on the stroke of halftime, 1-1.
Mercado, pretty good drive, but didn't get enough elevation on it. Ball stays with Miami. The chip to the right-hand side, pretty good contact. A bicycle kick attempt was missed. The second one counts. There's the equalizer from number 9, Francisco Bonfilio. Where did that come from? Number 9's finest moment.
Delivering that message. I think everybody heard that. Go between Blake and Quinn. Quinn trying to get on his left peg, takes a deflection and finds the back of the net. I'd say that move out left is working just fine for Aiden Quinn. Cue the smoke in Indianapolis.
Of course, there's one more game tomorrow. North Carolina SC travels to Patriots Point to take on the Charleston Battery, a game you can see at 5 o'clock on the CBS Sports Network. Just opened up my Facebook, and they're already at it. I'm not going to give the name of the poster in the group, but here's what they had to say. Oakland came into this game last in the West, already fired their manager, and Detroit couldn't get a shot on goal until the 89th minute. So much for building off the Miami win. The slide down the table continues, and there's really nothing positive to say about this team right now. Keep playing like this, and they could easily miss the playoffs. A long flight home. Hopefully, they spend some time thinking about that. I can't really add anything more to that. I really can't. I mean, like I said, embarrassing performance tonight by Detroit City FC's men's side. And I think I was saying in the Discord, the women showed more heart yesterday, being down 2-0 against King's Hammer, than these guys showed being down 1-0 against the Oakland Roots. No sense of urgency, no fire, nothing. Zip, squat, nada. Nothing tonight. Very unimpressive performance tonight by Detroit City SC. And highly disappointed, highly frustrated, angered, obviously. This is like quick reaction after the match ended tonight. So what can you say? What is there to say about that? It's nothing you can really say. And I've heard the saying, what many of our mamas told us, if you're not going to say anything nice, don't say anything at all. Well, I'm not being paid to do this, but I am analyzing these matches for you here on the YouTube channel and letting you know what's going on. And from what I see, what's going on, it's not very good right now. So they go back at it again Saturday night next week against the Hartford Athletic. Obviously, Steve and I are going to get together. We're going to do a preview and all that fun stuff prior to this match. I'm sure we're going to talk a lot about this last match as well. So, stay tuned for stay tuned to the YouTube channel, and we'll post that out. There's not going to be that much videos anymore. We're going to bring the music back eventually, since now the women's season is over with, and probably have more time to fill content or during the middle of the week. So we're going to try to get the music in. It might be a little bit revamped there. It might include Steve on the music. We'll see. But we'll let you know when those come out as well. So, but there is one big match coming up, though, for Detroit City FC, and it is playoff football again. University of Detroit Mercy Stadium will be the host of a Midwest East Division Championship game in the UPSL. Detroit City FC 2 takes on Detroit United FC, 6:30 p.m. Monday night at UD Mercy Stadium. It's usually a walk-up crowd to get there. I think it's like maybe $5, maybe $10 to get. And if you have a chance to see these guys, and I got the chance to see these guys once over at Legacy in Brighton about a month ago, and these guys are pretty damn good. And if you didn't get a chance to see them for the international friendly a week and a half ago there at Keyworth Stadium, they really showed their mettle against a Liga MX team. So these guys are pretty good, pretty damn good, and they finished on top of their division. And Brad Dunwell has done such a great job coaching these guys, and of course we had the fortunate privilege to have an interview with Brad Dunwell after their victory over Detroit Metro FC at Legacy Center a couple weeks back. So that was a great experience there. So thank you again for that, and looking forward to, and hopefully the boys will come out with a big victory and move on to the round of 32 in that playoff competition. 6:30 Monday night at U of D Mercy Stadium, pretty much on the corner of 6th and McNichols. I think it's more on the McNichols side of it, though. I don't know. It's over by Callahan Hall. That's all I know. So that's all I know on that one. It's over by Callahan Hall. But hopefully a lot of you can go out there and support that club, and it should be a fun time out there. So, but short video tonight. Obviously, there has been much to talk about. Obviously the women done a great job, and I'll mention it again. Thank you so much. Got a positive feedback, or got a message from Dave Dwayhe thanking me for helping out with all the coverage, and they spoke highly. I speak highly of you guys. Thank you guys for helping me out this year as far as interviews and everything, whatnot. And it's been a privilege covering you guys, honestly, or you gals. Honestly, it's been a privilege, especially traveling all throughout the southern part of Michigan just to watch y'all, whether it be in Grand Rapids or Kalamazoo, Romeo, down in down to Toledo as well. So I mean, it was an honor and a privilege. Oh, even Ann Arbor, first game in Ann Arbor, can't forget that one. But it was an honor and privilege covering you guys, and thanks for the kind words. Great man, you're a great man, Dave. I really, really applaud what you do, and you and that staff. Beautiful season, despite what happened yesterday. I'm getting in tears right now because of it. I mean, you guys are amazing, or you gals are amazing, and obviously keep up the good work and let the tradition roll on. And looking forward to fun in the wintertime as well. So that's gonna be some great times. Anyway, as for this coming week, I think we're gonna do it again. We're gonna do another recording at Cafe 1923. Shout out to them for providing us space so that we can do our little thing, and a little space outside there. And shout out to you guys for allowing us to do that. And we'll be there on Wednesday to record for this coming Saturday's matchup as Detroit City FC takes on Hartford Athletic. And now it's an important game now for Detroit City FC. They are in 6th place right now in the Eastern Conference, as we said. That's pretty close to that playoff line. I think we were in this mess last summer, and we turned out pretty well. We ended up being the 4th seed. So it's how do I say it? I wouldn't say nose to the grindstone time, but it's getting to be biting your fingernail time is what it is for Detroit City FC. So, but we'll see what happens next week. We'll be there, of course, at Keyworth Stadium with everything after hours, of course, following the match with our reactions and highlights and all that fun stuff as well. So, until we meet again, folks, I know it's hard to do after a frustrating night tonight, but keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the